On the Farm by Henry Pluckrose. Looking at the cover of this book, I just want you to have a little think of if you think this is a fiction or a non-fiction, so a storybook or an information book. So I'm going to give you a little clue. It's got a photograph here instead of a drawing. And in stories, they often have a drawing. So this is a clue that it may well be an information book. Although we would normally expect to see a contents page, but this one doesn't have it. So the second clue for if it's an information book isn't there, but let's carry on reading to decide whether or not this gives information or is telling a story. Farmers grow food. They also care for the animals that give us meat, milk and wool. Farmers use many different machines on the farm. A tractor is a very useful machine. The farmer uses the tractor to push and pull other machines. Before tractors were invented, farmers used oxen, horses, donkeys or mules, which are all kind of mammals. A dairy farmer keeps cows for their milk. The cows are milked by machine. There's a picture there of somebody milking a cow. They attach that machine by the looks of it to the udder, which is this part here, and then the machine does the rest of the work. The milk is loaded onto a lorry and taken away. Some farmers keep sheep. Sheep give us meat and wool. Before I go any further, maybe you could just have a little think what meat comes from sheep that you've heard, because people don't usually say they're eating sheep. You may have heard people say that they're eating lamb. That's what people tend to say, which comes from the baby name for a sheep. Each sheep is sheared once a year. Sheared, that sounds like quite a difficult word. Let me look at the picture, see if that gives us a clue. It looks like sheared means cutting. The shepherd shears the sheep with electric clippers, a bit like a haircut. And then this is called a fleece, the part that's fallen off. The fleece is then turned into wool. Plants grow in the soil. The farmer uses machines to spread manure on the ground and put goodness into the soil. The machine being pulled by the tractor is called a slurry spreader. And there's the slurry shooting up into the sky there. Slurry is liquid manure from the sheds where cows and pigs live. Seeds will not grow well if the soil is too hard. A plough pulled by a tractor cuts through the hard soil. And there's another photo here, and it's given information with a label. Oh, that's another clue actually. This is an information book. It's got a labelled diagram here. It said the blades of the plough break up the soil, and you can see the blades stabbing into the floor really, and breaking it up and making it a bit softer. When the field has been ploughed, excuse me. When the field has been ploughed, the tractor pulls a cultivator across the ground to make the soil smooth. So there's another machine being attached to the tractor now. So it seems like a tractor is very, very important to farmers. Then the farmer uses a drill to plant the seeds. This seed drill plants the seeds. So there's another machine that's been attached to a tractor. At the end of the summer, the farmer cuts and harvests grass. The grass is used to feed the cows in winter. A machine cuts the grass and packs it into bales. There's this is what a bale of hay is here. So the bale is basically like a cylinder shape, which we learned about before. The combine harvester is the biggest machine on the farm. It moves across the field and cuts the wheat and also takes the grain off the stalk. There's another labelled diagram here. The farmer sits in the cab, that's this bit here, to drive the combine harvester. Sharp blades cut the stalks. There's the part cuts. Some farmers grow potatoes. Potatoes grow in the ground. Machines are used to plant and harvest potatoes. Gosh, it seems like maybe you could have a little think. It sounds like machines get used a lot on farms. The potato harvester, excuse me, the potato harvester lifts each potato plant from the soil. The leaves are cut off the potatoes, and a moving belt carries the potato to the truck. And there it is going, all the potatoes are going up over there into another vehicle there. Once the crops are harvested, the farmer prepares the field for the next year. Oh, this is another clue that it's an information book. We've got a glossary here. I wonder if you can remind me what a glossary is used for. So a glossary is used to tell us about words that we don't know from before. So new words very often. So we take this one here. Tractors, push and pull all the other machines. Or we've got, well, this was a hard one, which I wondered what it meant. Cultivators, they make the ground smooth. And then another thing we've got here is the index. The index, if you go straight to the back of the book, if you only wanted to find out about pigs, you could scan on there, find pigs, and then speak to somebody, and then have a little think or speak to somebody and tell them what page I would find pigs on. Does this book have anything about chickens? Let's look on the index. No, nothing about chickens. Anything about cows? Yes, they have on page 10, 15 and 20. So now I'd like you to just have a little think about all the things, all the machines that are used on a farm and how important a tractor is. Maybe you could draw a picture of a tractor and label it.